With his jobs plan in limbo, President Obama wants Americans to pressure Congress to take action. This week, the president is pushing the legislation to voters in North Carolina and Virginia. While it's not billed as a campaign event, the president spent time visiting a general store and is traveling through the South in a $1 million tour bus. And along the way, he delivered what sounded like a stump speech, which directed criticism at members of Congress opposed to the Jobs Act.
That they don't work for special interests, they don't work for lobbies, they work for you. And if they're not delivering, you need to let them know. And I don't know whether you're going to get on the phone or you're going to tweet them or write them a letter or pay them a visit, but tell them to do the right thing.
And for more now, we are joined from Washington by Politico's White House reporter Joe Williams. Joe, thanks for being with us.
Hi, nice to be here.
All right, so are these events actually helping gain support for the jobs plan?
Well, you might actually call this the president's Southern strategy, and you raise an interesting question. If it looks like a campaign and sounds like a campaign, is it really a campaign? Well, the White House would say it's a campaign for the jobs bill, but others would say it's a campaign for the president to keep his job. Certainly, you don't see a lot of campaign tours stop in places like Emporia, Virginia, Jamestown, North Carolina, or even Millers Creek. So it's open to question, but certainly they would say that it's campaigning for the jobs bill.
Yeah, I want to stay on that for just a second because Republicans have criticized the bus trip as a taxpayer-funded campaign trip through two battleground states. So is he as much campaigning for re-election as he is trying to bolster support for this jobs bill?
Well, seriously, the campaign started at least 2 months ago when the president unveiled his jobs plan and spent some time talking about it, ordering people to tell their congressperson to pass that bill. So it's got an element of both to it. Certainly, there's no harm in the president saying to pass the bill, and certainly other people are running for president at the same time, so he's got to sort of guard his flank, if you will. And North Carolina and Virginia are very clear battleground states that he's going to need. He's going to need every single vote in both of those states, so why not get there early, get his message out, inoculate himself against the Republican attacks that are going to come, and make his road for 2012 that much easier.
Yeah, in the meantime, though, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid is pushing to have the Senate vote on a portion of the bill by the end of this week that would create or save 300,000 education jobs and another 100,000 jobs for firefighters, police officers, and other first responders. Is this likely to happen when it comes to that jobs bill?
Boy, you know, I don't think anything is going to happen substantially because you've got a Republican Congress that's in no mood to spend any money whatsoever. The president is wagering that breaking it up, the sum of the parts will equal greater than the whole. He'd be able to get something passed with a little bit less money and have the Congress take it one bite at a time, as he said. That way, it's easier for them to digest the whole thing. The president gets some of what he wants. The economy's needle starts to move a little bit. But certainly, since we're in campaign mode, very little I expect will get done. They'll take them up. Whether or not they get all the way through the Congress and the House remains to be seen.
Well, let's talk specifics then. What little piece could possibly get passed?
Well, the Jobs Act targeting firefighters, teachers, that's part of this tour. He's highlighting in schools and in firehouses and in classrooms why this bill matters. He's taking it to the people as he said he would, and he's showing the people in very real terms exactly where this jobs bill would have an impact. Certainly that's something that nobody could argue against. Infrastructure, that's another item that Republicans themselves say that they're in favor of. So by going to these places, highlighting these specific programs in these small areas, also I might add that two of these stops that the president is making are in hostile districts, if you will, red areas represented not only by Eric Cantor, North Chesterfield, Virginia, but also Virginia Fox, one of the president's arch critics on the right. He's stopping by her district in North Carolina. So he's demonstrating that the bill will have real impact for real people if it gets passed, but also that he's willing to go to some lengths to try to sell it.
All right, Politico's Joe Williams. Joe, thanks so much for being with us. We do appreciate it.
My pleasure.